Hello, I want to talk to you guys about what the Republicans try to do with the electoral system. You know how they trying to change 6 states over and make it from a winner take all into a state that goes by the districts. You win electoral votes by the districts. A lot of people don't understand the electoral system. Well, I'm trying to explain it to you right now and how the Democrats are going to benefit big time. The Democrats right now think it's going to be negative towards them. No, it's not. Let the Republicans dig their grave. They have dug their grave because of this, and I'm going to explain to you how they dug their grave and how this is going to benefit the Democrats big time. If I was a Democrat, I would tell them, go ahead right now, go ahead and do this, make my day. And I'm going to tell you this later, how this is going to benefit the Democrats. Okay, now let's talk about how Democrats are going to win this handily in 2016. Okay, right now, the Republicans want to take away 106 electoral votes. That's those 6 states. That's Wisconsin, that's Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia, and Florida. Those equal 106 electoral votes. So let's put those votes on the side. Right now, after that, the Democrats should have 211 guaranteed electoral votes. That's from states like New Mexico, Nevada. I'm including Nevada because I think Nevada is going to be solid blue now. And you got California, Washington, all the way to Illinois, and the East Coast states like New York and Maryland and New Jersey. So those guaranteed 211 blue states. So what's the chance you think Republicans have of winning any of those states, especially after they put in this Gary pandering electoral system scheme that they fitted to? They ain't have no chance ever of winning anything in those states again. So that's 211 guaranteed electoral votes for Democrats. Now let's look at the Republicans' guaranteed electoral votes. They only guarantee 156. That's 154 plus the 2 extra they're going to get from Virginia because of this Gary pandering thing. So they treating Virginia different from the other 5 Gary pandering states they're doing, because what they're going to do, they're going to reward the extra 2 electoral votes to the winner who takes the districts instead of the winner who win the popular vote. So Virginia's the only state that's doing this. So Republicans eventually, yeah, they're going to win the more districts, so they get the extra 2. So that's why those 2 extras are guaranteed to them. So that's why I put their total to 156. So it's at 211 to 156. Okay, now we have the 106 that I put to the side. That's the Gary pandering electoral states that the Republicans are going to pass. All right, right now the Democrats are guaranteed 25 of those districts. Those are heavily districts favorite Democrat districts. So that brings their total to 226. Those are heavily districts that the Democrats won by 70% or more. That's 25 of them. So that brings their total to 226. Right now, the Republicans got 156. So Republicans are guaranteed Republicans are guaranteed 38 of those 106 of those heavily favored Republican districts in those states. So that's 38. So that brings their total to 194. So we have 226 to 194, which leave 10 electoral votes for the ones who wins the states. I'm talking about from Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Florida. So Democrats should win those states very handily, because those people are going to be pissed at the Republican Party for what they're doing with the electoral system. It's going to be hard for Republicans to win either of those 5 states, because those people just going to want Republicans out of their states. So you add that 10 to the 226 the Democrats are going to have, so that's 236. To the Republicans, 194. So now that's going to leave us with 31 toss-up district states. That's what I'm going to call them, 31 toss-up district states. The Democrats going to have 6 of them, and the Republicans going to have 25 of them. Those are states that Democrats won by below 5 or 7 points, and the Republicans won by below 5 or 7 points. So if you look at it, I think the Democrats can win 5 of their 6 toss-up states, which should bring their total now to 241. Democrats should have 241 after that, and Republicans with that extra 1 should have 195. So it's 241 to 195, because they probably win one of the Democrat districts. But the Republicans going to have 25 toss-up districts, and the Democrats can walk away with at least, I'm guaranteed the Democrats going to win at least 9 of them, because those people in those districts are going to be so angry with the Republican Party for doing this to their states. for really doing this. So Democrats is going to win 9 of those 25, which is going to bring their total to 250, and it's going to bring the Republican total to 211. They're going to go from 195 to 211 because they're going to win the other 16, and the Democrats are going to win 9 of their districts. So they're going to bring the Democrats total from 241 to 250. So we got 250 to 211. Now let's go to the swing districts. These are going to be the new swing districts: Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, North Carolina, and Georgia. The reason I'm having Arizona, Georgia, and Missouri as toss-up states, because what the Republicans done by doing this gerrymandering those swing districts, what they have done, they have forced the Democrats to take all of their money and all of their workers out of those other swing states, which would have been Virginia, Colorado, Florida, and Ohio, which the Democrats put millions, they spent millions of dollars in those states. What the Republicans have done by doing this, they are forcing the Democrats to go into states that the Democrats probably been wanting to get in for years anyway. Now the Republicans have forced the Democrats to put all that money and effort into Arizona, into Georgia, probably Texas, into North Carolina now. So Democrats have a great shot, because right now Georgia is 55%, 45% minority. Texas is 55% minority, and Arizona is about 46% minority. So the Democrats are going to take all that money that they're going to have and invest it in those states to these thousands of new voters they're going to register. That's what's going to happen. They're going to register all those voters, because the Republicans, don't get me wrong, they're going to have a lot of money extra over too. So they don't have to invest money into those states that they gerrymander. So they're going to have a lot of extra money too. But their money going to be wasteful, because they're not going to have new voters to get. They don't have no extra new voters to get in Georgia, Texas, or Arizona. The Democrats do, because of demographics. You know, Democrats can go down there and register voters for years, because they was putting all their money and time into the north, into Virginia, Florida, and Ohio, which they don't have to do anymore. They spent tons of money in those states in the past years. Obama did that in November. So they don't have to worry about that no more. They're going to invest all their money into Georgia, Texas, and Arizona now, which going to force the Republicans' hand. So the Democrats right now got a shot of winning Arizona. So that I had them at 250. So that should bring their total to 261. I left out what the Democrats have 250, so that brings their total to 261, and I had the Republicans at 211. So if you add Arizona from 241, that brings, from 250, that brings the Democrat total to 261. So that's one swing state the Democrats are going to win. Now Republicans, they at 211 right now. They probably go ahead and win Missouri. That should bring their total to 221. So 261 to 221. Now the Democrats are going to win Colorado. They should be slight favorites in Colorado, which would bring their total to 270. They should be slight favorites in Iowa, which would bring their total to 276. Because Iowa and Colorado are going to look what the Republicans did to those Democratic blue states, and they said these people are not going to steal the election, so they definitely going to vote for Democrats. So that should put the Democrats over in 216 to 276. So Republicans are still at 221 right now. So that leaves 2 states left. That's North Carolina and Georgia, and I think they would split them. I think it's going to be very, very close in Georgia, and I think the Democrats are going to pull it off in North Carolina. So that should bring the Democrats total to 291 altogether, from 276 to 291, and the Republicans, I don't know, might just squeak by Georgia this time. So that should bring their totals to 237. From 221 to 237, that should bring the Democrats total to 30. The Democrats right now, they was over 270. It should bring the total from 276, to 291, and the Republicans should be at 237. So that's how it's going to be, and the Republicans, they had dug their own grave with this gerrymandering. So that's how the Democrats are going to win. Now let me get to why I put Georgia and Arizona and Texas, all of them, in, as a good chance for the Democrats to win down the road. And the Democrats will win, because all that money that they spent in Virginia, Florida, and Ohio, now they can invest what they wanted to do all along into Texas, into Georgia, and into Arizona, because look at the minority votes down there. Democrats didn't have the time and the money to do it in the past. Now they will have the time and money to do it, and they can go down there and register thousands of votes, especially in Texas. Right now, Republicans are going to have a lot of money too, but they don't have the votes. They don't have the base. They don't have the voters to register in those states. Their base is limited. They don't have anything left down there. So what they have forced the Democrats to do is to go down there and register tons of voters. And believe me, by 2020 or probably by 2016, you never know, these states are going to turn over to blue. That's what the Republicans have done by doing this. So the Democrats are in good shape. So if you're a Democrat out there and you panicked about hearing what the Republicans are going to do, don't worry. The Republicans have dug their own grave, and I just showed you why. By doing what they're doing, by gerrymandering those 6 states, they have forced the Democrats to move into their territory and spend extra time and money down there. And believe me, the Democrats are going to register millions of people in those states. I'm talking about Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, and Arizona, especially because they got high minority populations in those 4 states. And the Republicans can't do anything about it because, for one thing, they are not going to gerrymander in those 4 states because they cannot afford to split up the electoral ballot in Texas or Georgia or North Carolina. They can't do it because they consider those red states, and they would not do that. So they're back. I mean, they just dug their own grave by doing that. And I will not be surprised if the Democrats take over Texas or if they take over Georgia. Democrats really only need to take over Texas or Georgia, and that would end the Republican Party for good. Because if the Democrats do the same thing to Texas, what the Republicans getting dead to those blue states, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, the party is over. And the Democrats can't do it because of the high minority vote in Texas and Georgia, and they can invest all that money and all that efforts and all those 1,000 volunteers that they had up north. Now they can send them just to those 2 red states, and they can turn those 2 slight red states over into the blue column. And that's probably what's going to happen in the next 4 to 8 years. So Republicans have dug their own grave, and they will have nobody to blame but themselves. That's why I say if you're a Democrat, times are looking up and good. Because one thing that the Republicans have done, they would not turn Texas and Georgia like they did Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, because they cannot afford to, or else they would never win another election. So they dug their own grave, and that's why